get back to it. Their Christmas still. Merry Christmas. Their Christmas still. Merry Christmas. Oh my god, a lot of CPU. So not watch any. Well, I did watch, but not that much. Watch any. Well, I did watch, but not that much. That's what the main issue is. So I just want to check out what are the animations that Death Battle made. Well, I'm not sure which episodes I'm gonna watch. So yeah, let's just look at some. Yeah, you can see there's there you go. Okay, yeah, there's Among Us versus Fall Guys. Among Us versus Fall Guys. There is Bowser, Dr. Eggman. There's a lot of Death Battle episodes. There's also this. Okay, I'm just hold up. I'm just being a little bit into Cookie Run stuff. I just need to upgrade everything to the max. And now, okay, I think I should start right now. Now we should start. Okay, let's go with let's start with Goku versus Superman. Probably the most, or one of the most popular MUs, I guess. Let me just check out my YouTube chat. How's it going? I didn't prepare that much to the video. Oh wait, I could just... Okay, yeah, everything goes horrible. Everything looks horrible. Okay, let's just watch it.
Fight!
Death Battle.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
Thank God that didn't show his PP. Unless, if that happened, the video would have been deleted and whatever.
Or if you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Fine generations to come.
Dragon Ball! Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen and Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have...
Let's say I have no knowledge about Death Battle for sure. I don't know anything about the Dragon Ball lore. Wait, did I just say Death Battle? I meant to say I don't know anything about Dragon Ball at all.
Have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha!
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the Solar Flare, Energy Landmine, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Trained to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Punching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah! If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained.
The man has turned into someone that could destroy the multiverse.
Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortals.
Adult joke incoming! Boom, headshot.
Missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo was Zerg.
Fidel commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, 100 times larger than our own observable universe.
And Goku could destroy that much the first time he went god. And he didn't lose that
Uh-oh.
power. He learned how to use it even better, even in base form. Now,
Okay, I don't like how the video is glitching. Is it because of the OBS thing? I need to recheck. Maybe it could be because of the OBS. Who knows?
how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some almighty
Let's see, how much forms does he even have? So there's like 5 forms, and each of them has like sub-forms, except for Super Saiyan God. So how much is it, like 15 or 16? How much?
angels. Or when he perfect.
Timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Thanos before he became mainstream.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been training to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
That sounds really intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for
10 times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to tell.
Well, I'm not sure if we should count this canon or not. Well, maybe it's up to them.
Teleport through time and dimensions, and just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face,
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head on and pushes through.
showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
Basically, Dragon Ball Z is like a whole multiverse. The multiverse in the universe, or the multiverse into the multiverse. Whenever you were in one multiverse, there will be one type of enemy that will change something. That there's a different multiverse. Boy, that's a lot of lore to this. I don't think I'll get into it, but oh my god. How large is Dragon Ball's lore? I don't know. It seems like it's really huge.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's
Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as
Man.
Definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel
Man.
Definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman
By just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him.
Start somewhere, but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental.
Pretty exciting.
5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of
Batman, who is dark and can and can knock out someone with one punch. And then there's Superman with the superhuman strength. Anyways, I'm not really familiar with the Batman and Superman lore.
like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question, though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. Burns with the fire of it.
My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality-warping Miracle Machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading, and then successfully performed so the it can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, pre-crisis, post-crisis, New 52, Rebirth,
Yeah, that's a good question. Which one of them is canon?
and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main.
Killer control. Ew. I guess he can still phase through almost anything, even people.
Look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, big robots.
Get the Superman getting his own multiverse movie.
Canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman,
Punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star. So...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good, even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the sixth dimension, crafting a whole new
Forger thoughts.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems. Truth and justice has...
I'm not sure who would actually win in this MU. So we have like two godlike human beings who are able to somehow change the universe. No. Well, for now, I'm just gonna vote for Goku.
Set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
It's time for a death battle, baby! Oh, what is it called? Dragon Ball Super reference?
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
But this looks like a friendly matchup. Oh boy, lagging again.
No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
Looks pretty good by far. Okay, here comes Super Safe. And of course, space. Are we gonna include the multiverse?
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Oh boy, flashbacks? Are those the flashbacks to the previous Death Battle episodes? I haven't seen them.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Ultra is sick. Okay, now it's time for a full anime. Not sure how it would work in 2D when it comes to drawing animation, but the 3D looks good by far.
Finally.
Yeah, do the thing. Oh boy, video. Please do not lag. Kaioken. Incoming. Off topic. I'm sure in DBZ community this will be like a new OC. It should be named like Cum Goku. When Goku was made out of cum. Do not ask why. I'm not sure if somebody's ever watching this. I like this. It was pretty good. Well, my vote has aged like milk, but who cares about who are we voting at? At least I enjoyed the animation itself. It was thumbs up.
Hey-o! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue.
There's the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break, or both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe. Or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger. Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct, could probably keep up with better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated
Well,
to his
Goku
training,
deserves
while
that.
Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai,
Great
Spirit
question.
Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and Magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like
Transmission similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as
Who wants Goku to lose? Non-DBZ fans. I think it's an obvious... Hey, get out. Sorry, there was a fly on my microphone. Who doesn't want Goku to lose? Or wait, what was the question? I need to...
others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
Who wants Goku to lose?
Fiction relies on interpretation. Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz! Damn it, man! There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
But it fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
I agree with that fact. It doesn't matter if somebody loses or wins. It's all about the process. Next time
Hi, I'm
on
Ben, the
Death
voice of
Battle.
Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
Season 10 finale. Oh my god. One most requested match in Death Battle history. Should I watch this? Should I watch this? Maybe I should. Maybe I should watch this. In this case, I'm just going back. Yeah, I can see everything. Everything looks bad. There it is. In that case, we'll just go to Galactus versus Unicron and then watch it. Kinda curious how what the battle would be. That's all what I know. I'm
This
sure.
episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and
Death Battle?
Galactus, Devourer of Worlds.
And Unicron, Almighty Chaos Bringer. That's right, it's the day we've all been waiting for. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and boomstick. What is the nature of evil?
Oh, it's 3.5 beers too early for that kind of question, Wiz.
No, seriously, is the wolf that hunts the hare evil? What about the bear that kills the wolf? Or the man that slays the bear? Is that evil or nature?
Oh, Jesus, I should give them respect for using that GIF. Why were they posting the link for Tekken 9?
Perhaps this question was on Galen of Ta's mind as he hurtled toward the end of infinity.
I'm pretty sure the question on his mind was, how do I turn this goddamn spaceship around?
Eons ago, the planet Ta was a paradise, the most advanced civilization the universe had ever known.
Too bad the universe was coming to an end. I hate it when that happens.
The Ta'an scientist Galen watched as the rest of his...
But instead of being vaporized on contact like great-grandpappy Boomstick, Galen got bitten by a radioactive god.
As the last living thing left before the universe's end, Galen was visited by the sentience of the multiverse, who merged with him as part of a cosmic cycle of death and rebirth. As the old multiverse died, a new one was born, and the scientist Galen was no more. In his place was a being of untold power, the Ravager
And then Galactus has been born.
of galaxies, Galactus.
Well,
Galactus.
despite looking like a masochist giant purple vibrator, G-Dog here is one of the...
Just being near him will begin to warp your perception of reality. In truth, he isn't even really a physical being with a soul anymore, but composed of energy itself, the power cosmic.
Basically, your all-purpose space god magic that no good almighty ass-whooping god can go without. Sure, he can use it to blast your ass to unholy smithereens, but it's a lot more flexible, too.
Described as being in touch with every other living thing at once, the power cosmic allows one access to a near infinite pool of knowledge and
The minds of gods, and teleport entire galaxies across the universe.
The power cosmic allows him fundamental control over life itself, manipulating souls, creating new life forms from nothing, and even resurrecting the dead. And because his body is composed of energy, he can't really be hurt in the traditional physical sense. This allows him to grow or shrink his body with seemingly no limit, and alter his appearance.
Wait. He chooses to look like that?
His physical appearance matches the species observing him, so a human sees a human Galactus, a Skrull Galactus, and so on.
Oh, so it's just like how I see the world.
What are you staring at?
What matters most to me in the world.
How should I say, so are we gonna have, who is it, Whis? Boomsticks? I don't know, maybe it's Whis. When are we gonna have Whis, Can we have a spin-off of Whis becoming the beer man?
Awesome.
No, not awesome. Very not awesome. At least as far as Galactus is concerned, since witnessing his approach is itself the end of the world. You would only have enough time to pray to your paltry gods before Galactus consumed your entire planet, absorbing its energy into himself, then moving on to his next meal.
Man, I guess his costume is appropriate because he sounds like a total dick. Like, come on, man. You watched your whole planet die. Now you're gonna go around the universe doing the same thing?
It's not entirely his fault. Galactus's power is so immense that the only thing that can sustain him is the consumption of entire world. Opposite, actually. Galactus isn't vengeful or cruel. If he could avoid any unnecessary death, he would. But just as the universe is bound by the laws of physics, Galactus is bound by his hunger.
And that hunger has put him in conflict with some of Marvel's other heaviest hitters, like Odin and the Phoenix Force. Galactus's fight with the Other and the Scryer got so intense, they threatened the entire infinite multiverse just as a side effect of the battle.
While Galactus himself can comfortably cross countless light years in seconds, some of these beings are more like time.
Like this alien bug dude who tried to use Galactus's energy to destroy 2 whole universes. Even after being drained by him, he still nuked 3 whole star systems before getting a snack.
Should he somehow be threatened by beings beyond even the scope of his power, Galactus crafted a device to solve all of his problems. The Ultimate Nullifier.
In case that name isn't obvious enough, it's a teeny tiny weapon that destroys anyone you think of.
It doesn't just destroy them, it
Destroys anyone you think of. Destroys anyone you think of. And this is gonna apply to, if I'm gonna think about Peter.
the Ultimate Nullifier.
In case that name isn't obvious enough, it's a teeny tiny weapon that destroys anyone you think of.
It doesn't just destroy them, it destroys everything. The entire multiverse is eradicated, then...
Okay, so... There's no further explanation of why just this disappeared. Just point and then... He just turned into dust. Ooh.
recreated without the target. An extremely roundabout way of winning, but it works. That's exactly what happened when Galactus used it on the abstract
Art of destroying things with a Happy Meal toy. It's like my therapist said, great things come in small packages.
And the Nullifier was key to Galactus' first great defeat upon his inevitable arrival on Earth.
When that pesky Reed Richards managed to get his stretchy hands on the thing, Galactus finally backed down and spared the planet.
Which makes no practical sense. The Ultimate Nullifier is a part of Galactus himself. It uses his own power. He can summon it at any time and even escape its effects by hiding in a pocket dimension. It even had the safety on.
Maybe he was just bored.
After billions of years of cosmic genocide just to survive, I'm pretty sure Galen forgot what it meant to be mortal. Perhaps that was the true evil all along, the slow death of Galen's humanity. Because what could be more terrifying than a being that sees everything and everyone you know and love as nothing more than his next meal?
Oh. He's able to snap out of the universe with his own energy thing. I don't know what. Does it come to with the philosophy of what he actually wants?
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Thank you, but I'm skipping.
Anticipation of
Round, but a
starting therapy
super
matched with a license.
charge.
That's BetterHelp, H-E.
I'm skipping it.
In the beginning, before heaven and earth, before light and dark, there was Unicron. Created by the formless, primordial being known as the One to explore the fledgling multiverse,
Unicron, bad god, bad.
the One decided to split Unicron into two beings. One of order and hope known as Primus, and the other of chaos and evil known as Unicron. Again,
Like all good sibling rivalries, they pushed each other's shit in over the fate of all existence.
Oh, about the is Transformers originally a comic or a series? Maybe it's a comic because most of the TV series that were released back in the 70s, 80s were
Prisoning their souls in giant asteroids. Classic sibling prank. For me, it was the dryer.
Primus terraformed his asteroid into what would later be known as the planet Cybertron, while Unicron did something different.
Yeah, he turned his planet into a planet that eats other planets. Not only that, it can change its form into a giant badass robot Satan. He's literally the first Transformer.
And with this new body, Unicron would travel the cosmos, consuming planet after planet and universe after universe. Not of
Goku and could he defeat Goku? Is he gonna defeat Goku? Goku has like 16 how much, like 16 super forms. Can he defeat Unicron, or is he gonna be beaten by Unicron in the same way as he did with the Superman? Unicron versus Goku when? Okay, I better stop being sarcastic.
Bot Body comes with a tractor beam, eye lasers, fire breath, a chest cannon.
space and time, and even manipulate matter itself.
So even if his big robot body is damaged or destroyed, he can repair it lickety-split, or even send his spark out to find a new host.
Essentially the Transformers version of a soul.
Like unholy blades or planet-busting lasers.
This dark energon will corrupt any that consumes it, turning them into a puppet of Unicron himself.
It's also obviously the opposite of regular energon, which is created by
Drinking some sort of energy. Let's say I didn't watch Transformers, but I know like in the 90s or 2000s there was a Russian dub where let's say the dub itself was super random. Like there were a lot of it's not just like an adaptation at all. It's just some voice actors were making also take them out of context. There's a lot of thing that goes out of context. So if someone's Russian and knows about the Russian Transformers from the 80s, then hopefully they got what I meant to say.
the Transformer race. So Unicron basically runs on the opposite of life. If he's death as a big robot,
Anytime he's destroyed, he will appear again in a new universe. In fact, almost every Unicron you've seen in movies, TV, and comics are the same Unicron.
Oh, so it's basically like... actually, no, it's not really Sigma, because Sigma is more connected to... only two universes. one. He's mostly connected to one Mega Man universe. It's the Mega Man X, and I don't think that I'm not sure if Sigma is somehow connected to the other Mega Man universes, such as Mega Man Legends, Walnut, or wait, Legends is the same. What is Battleground Network or the others? I'm just trying to find a compression with the Unicron when it comes to it's like the same character from the different Transformer comic books.
Unicron is a literal force of nature. You can't reason with a hurricane that hates you. All you can do is see it and get the hell out of
To be poetic before, but this is what evil is. Incomprehensible, undeniable, inescapable. You can't even wait him out. He is unbound by the concept of linear time.
The Chaos Bringer is so powerful, his mere presence wrecks the space-time continuum and can erase galaxies from existence just by strolling by.
To be clear, it isn't the force he's generating by moving that destroys things, it's his existence. His mere being is so overwhelmingly evil that the fabric of space-time cannot fathom Unicron's presence.
Holy dude! No wonder he was able to devour nearly a quarter of the entire multiverse, one universe at a time.
Estimates for the size of the Transformers multiverse vary, from over 15 quadrillion universes to an infinite number of universes, branching timelines, and planes of existence. And who better to portray a being who brings death to the universe than the man who gave
Oh,
birth
Jesus.
to modern cinema?
Oh, I feel like Unicron, or was it Yeah, it's Unicron. I thought his name's Unicorn. Imagine if you just maybe that was the idea of a certain name for that whole robot Jesus. You just wrote Unicorn, but you just swapped the letter O and R, and then here goes Unicron.
Final role fitting for an
I'm sure
artist so
Unicron
much
would win.
larger than life. Or deeply ironic that it's a feature-length toy commercial.
Yes, excellent. Seth.
Despite that unbelievable of Primus himself and the embodiment of all hope and light in the universe.
Are you telling me that Robo-Satan was defeated by the power of friendship? Forget beer! I'm gonna need some of that shit going straight into the vein.
As the abstract idea of evil actualized, any notion of goodness is directly antithetical to his being.
As incomprehensible to Unicron as he is to us.
But despite the best efforts of heroics, Decepticon,
Unicron back to life.
because challenging Unicron means challenging evil itself, destroying destruction itself, an impossible paradox.
You can't kill Unicron because killing is literally what Unicron is. So, what does that mean for us?
Every petty act of violence, every war, every cruelty, every death battle gives Unicron life, the life he'll use to kill us all. We are culpable in our own annihilation.
Unicron's not just some comic book villain. He's all there is and all there will be. He was there at the beginning and he'll be there at the end. He's a law of physics. He's as inevitable as your dying breath.
Jesus, now you got me scared.
This
Okay, yeah, this is definitely a battle of the century. Now you can see how this is like one of the most requested battles in the Death Battle.
Death Battle is sponsored by Death Battle. That's called synergy, right, Wiz?
By popular demand, Death Battle the game is finally back and available for pre-order this December. Could forget.
I'm gonna skip the ad, but
Bring in the new
honestly,
year.
Order your copy and get ready, cause it's
I want that kind of a board game in my house.
time for a death.
Data through all possibilities.
It's time for the Death Battle you've been asking for forever.
As all things must, your world has come to an end. Halt! This planet is mine to consume. So saith Galactus, destroyer of worlds.
Begone. Thus decrees Unicron, Chaos Bringer.
It's time.